Good morning. I'm Debbie Peczka. I am here at the Rossetti Senior Center. I was lucky enough to come down here 2 weeks ago to pick up some blankets that my daughter and her CCD class had asked the seniors to volunteer to make. We were doing a special project for their CCD class. These ladies volunteered to make blankets for the animals, dogs, cats, at the New England Animal Shelter. While I was down here, I was really taken by these ladies, their humbleness, their generosity, their kindness. I asked Lois, who was with these ladies, if she thought they might be interested to let Revere TV come down here and ask them some questions and really take a look at what they do. They're really, really special ladies, and they don't just do these blankets. They do other projects as well. They do grievance blankets. They do baby blankets. They do little baby caps. They really give a lot back to the community, and I was just so impressed, and I'm so happy to be back here, and we're going to take a few minutes and meet these ladies. What I'd first like to do is to introduce or reintroduce to most of you Lois Diamond, who is the program director here at the Senior Center, and she'll give us a little background what these ladies do.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you all to the Thursday morning knitting group, which actually started way back in 2008. The reason it started is because we needed another activity for our seniors to do. And I talked to my very good friend, Donna Driesen, who actually gave me the idea, why don't we do a knitting group? Seeing I don't know anything about knitting or sewing or doing anything, Donna was kind enough to kind of lead me into doing this. We put out a flyer asking people if they wanted to come. We have had so many participants that come to the knitting group on Thursday mornings. Many of these people, they knit, they crochet, they help doing different projects here at the center every Thursday morning. We make a lot of different things. We make beautiful Afghans, we make scarves for children, we make blankets for babies, we make hats for children who are receiving cancer treatments. We do an awful lot of things for the veterans. We make what is called a cap that goes underneath the helmets. When our soldiers are fighting for us overseas in Afghanistan, it gets cold. Under their helmets, they wear these, and these are donated and made by our seniors here. Some of the people that have made them, I'd like to just give a little shout out to, because they not only help doing this, they help organize the group. They come here faithfully, they know what they're working on, their individual projects, and the main thing is they're getting out of the house and they're socializing. And that is what is so important about working with seniors, letting them know how valuable they still are to us in the community. So we're very, very fortunate to have the seniors of Revere and the surrounding areas come here on Thursday mornings. We are always looking for more people, because the more the merrier. We have a good time here too. I think I can attest that, right, ladies? Do we have a good time on Thursdays? Yeah. Is that why you keep coming back? Yeah. Because you like me too, right? Right. Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure. All right, so we have lots of things. We have a lot of people who have written thank you notes for some of the services that we've done. So I just would like to share a couple of them. We're very involved with St. Anthony's Shrine in Boston, 100 Arch Street. They have a kids program, and for the last few years, we have been making scarves and hats from these ladies. And some of the thank you notes are, dear ladies of the Rossetti-Cowan Senior Center, thank you so much for your generous donations of the hand-knit hats and blankets for the kids program at St. Anthony's Shrine. Your gifts of time and talent are truly appreciated. We distributed over 140 sets of blankets, stocking stuffers to the children in our community last Saturday. And we could have not helped so many people without the donations like yours. Truly, handmade blankets went very fast. They were a huge hit with the children and their parents. Thanks again, Julie Ogden, Director of the Kids Program at St. Anthony Shrine. That was last year. This year, they also sent us another thank you. Dear seniors of the Rossetti-Cowan Senior Center, thank you so much for all the beautiful hand-knit items that you donated to the children in our Shrine Kids program. What a gift to have these handmade items of warmth this winter. Your talents are truly appreciated at your generosity. Thank you so much, and I look forward to it next year. Best regards, Julie Ogan, Director of the Kids Program. These are the people that we make things for and the thank you notes that we get. And I come up here faithfully and I read them, so I let everybody know how appreciated their work is. Last week, in conjunction with the children from the Immaculate Conception religious ed classes, they also donated some beautiful crocheted blankets. These blankets are being given to little animals that have been in the shelter that people in the community come and adopt. So they're going home with a beautiful blanket that our ladies made. We have a thank you note from them that just came last week. Your recent donation to our shelter means a lot to us. Animals need to be fed and cared for every day. And unfortunately, there are always more neglected and unwanted pets who need our help. Generous animal lovers like you make it possible to keep our doors open, saving thousands of pets each year. Thanks for caring, Randy Cohen, for the beautiful crocheted blankets and animals, for the animals. So many, when we're trying to reach everybody, we're trying to help everybody, and everybody working together in the community is what's making things beautiful. We also have given many blankets to the Chelsea Soldiers Home. This was last year, a couple of years ago, 2013. On behalf of the patients of the Quigley Memorial Hospital, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for your generous donations of lap blankets. Again, thank you for your support and generosity in remembering our veterans. Yes, these ladies come here faithfully to work, to socialize, but to give to the communities around us. They're donating, whether it be to children, to pets, to people in the hospital. They're here working, caring, and being together. And it's also very nice that I have a beautiful book that was actually put together for me by a lady that always came here, Joan Murdoch, who was a great help to us. And she put this beautiful book together. And some of the things go back to 2007. 2008. And just wanted to say a quick note to thank you for providing such wonderful blankets. This is from your friends at the neonatal unit at the New England Medical Hospital in Boston, Tufts Medical. So there were many things. We have a beautiful book of all the pictures we put together. My attendance keeper over here, I call her that because she's faithfully here, Sue Colella, goes around to which I didn't even realize she went around to the table till I found this out this morning, to get the person's name and if they came to the class. And I have many books from 2008 with all the people's names that faithfully come here. And she's my attendance keeper, so we kind of know who's coming and going. She was kind enough this morning to show us way back in 2008 about a thing that appeared in our local Revere Journal. The city seniors knit their way for infants and needy hearts. So this was a paper. Unfortunately, many of these people that we started with have passed on. And we just, we want everyone to know that we miss them. We just recently lost somebody who always was making blankets for us here, Evelyn Squitieri. And she's a big loss because she was always making the Afghans. Even if she wasn't always up here with the group, she would make them and bring them to us to give to the veterans and to the center for raffles. And she was quite a lady. Many of them were. I can tell you stories. Eva Demkowski. Eva was somebody that used to sit home during a snowstorm and come in the day after a couple of snowstorms there, and she'd come in with blankets. We remember the people that were with us. We have so many that we have lost. We had Merlin Rollins. Remember Merlin used to come here all the time and do things for us. And anybody else we can think of? And we got a lot. Alice Antonucci came. We had several. Let me see, Eva. We had a lady, Millie Abrams. Flo Feudo. Remember Flo? We had her. And we remember these people. They may be gone from here, but we also remember the memories they made. The memories they made for me, too, by meeting with them. Also have another lady sitting right over there in purple, Alice Griffin. Alice does an awful lot for the center. She makes beautiful dolls and doll houses for every occasion. She'll make anything you want. She sits at home and faithfully does these things and brings them into the center, and she's always making pretty things. And Lois, look what I made, look what I made. And she's so excited about doing it. That's what makes it all fun. So Alice, very special. Alice also does what they call canvas making on Friday mornings. It's a small group, 2 or 3, but they have a good time. We're always looking for more people. Alice freely gives of herself to help teach that. And they make different little things like napkin holders and little pins and other things, the tissue boxes. I can't think, what are some of the other things you made, Alice? Calendars, all different kinds of things. So that's Friday morning. You're more than welcome, anybody, to come in on a Friday morning and meet with Alice, the lady who helps with the canvas, and you'll meet the other members of that. So we have a lot of good things going on here. We even have a lady who makes blankets. They're patches that we get from our friend, Mrs. Donna, I wrote it down. What's the lady's name? I'm sorry, from Mrs. Gallant, and her daughter is kind enough to always drop off beautiful squares. And our friend over there, Mary Keegan, Mary right here, sits there and faithfully puts the squares together to make beautiful Afghans. That's somebody that comes here, even though she doesn't come here, her daughter's involved by bringing the beautiful Afghans. So we have a lot of nice things going on here at the center. One of our newest projects that I'd like to talk about is I do offer a grieving group here for people that have lost spouses, friends, parents, children. That's held once a month here at the Senior Center. And I kind of thought it would be a nice idea if we made a little I call them hug rugs, because I think they're just so beautiful. They're little shawls, and our ladies make them. And this was made by Lorraine Pochio, who makes several different things. But this is so beautiful. We give them a little prayer card, and we send them with this prayer card. So whenever they're lonely or thinking of their loved one, they can put this around them. I send you this shawl as one member of the human family to another. I am grieved by your loss as if you were my sister. I am also full of hope for your future. May it bring you all that you need and more. And this is signed Sincerely Lois and the knitting group. I don't knit. I don't sew. I can't even sew a button on. Right, Mary? When I have buttons that fall off, I say, Mary, can you fix it for me? But these things are all done, and this is kind of like a community thing. This here, the idea of doing the hug rugs, I had seen when I went to a retreat that I had went to for grieving parents. And my friend Donna, again, was kind enough to make the prayer card and get them on the computer for me and make them up. So with the ladies working, Donna helping, my director was kind enough to buy the tickets. They have little things that say handmade with tender loving care by the Rossetti-Cowan Senior Center. So we put the little labels on various items. So we're all kind of working together. We're putting things together. We're offering things in the community for different people to have. Okay.
Thanks, Lois, for that update. Really, really great. We're going to go down the line and talk to some more people. If you could introduce them for me.
The first lady I'd like to introduce is Sue Colella. Sue has been here since the program started in 2008. She's also my attendance keeper. She keeps the attendance here. Sue?
You don't want to talk, Sue?
Just say how much you like.
Sue, what do you make? Let me ask you that.
I do very little. I'm not as talented as that, but I try. So I have made some things in the past. Yeah.
Okay. Scarves you've made. Okay.
A hat like this.
Helmet hats.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and next we have,
Colette Grant. I come here because I enjoy the class, enjoy the people.
Of course.
And I've learned how to knit, crochet, and stuff like that here.
so you learned to knit and crochet here. Who taught you?
Different ones, you know, if you want to learn a stitch, you go over and they show you. And you just try, and they rip it out if they don't like it. You start again.
So it's almost like a teacher as well. I mean, they're going to discipline you if you're wrong.
You better do it right.
And next down the line we have,
Mary Keegan.
hi Mary, what do you knit?
And
What do you knit? Do you do the blankets? Do you do,
and different things like that.
and how long have you been coming here to do the knitting?
Since the beginning.
2008 was the beginning.
Yeah, I just want to say Mary's the lady that takes the pieces that are donated squares from Mrs. Gallant and puts them all together for us. So that's somebody that's outside that doesn't come here, that's kind enough, that makes the squares at home, donates them, bring them to the center, and Mary Keegan puts the squares together. So it's very important to us.
Lois, for those of us who aren't too knit savvy, what does it mean, Mary coming back and putting them together? What does that mean?
Exactly what it means, Deborah, is that these squares are made from a lady who stays at home, who's not able to come to the center. She makes them, and her daughter drops them off to the center. Mary Keegan knits them and puts them together to make large Afghans.
Okay.
That is her project, and she's been doing it since 2008, and we're very grateful.
Okay, so that's an integral part of what goes on here. Okay, I have a question for you ladies. I need to know, who's your hero? Who's your hero?
In here,
Anywhere.
let me see, my son.
Your son is your hero. Why?
He's the man in my life now.
Okay. Your hero.
Lois, because she keeps us going, keeps everything going. You always know what's up to date, so she is.
I'll go with Lois.
You go with Lois. Lois? No, you're not being selfish. No, I'm serious. It was something that came into my head this morning that I wanted to ask you ladies. You all really impressed me when I came here 2 weeks ago, and it was something that I wanted to ask. I thought it was, you do a lot of good work, and I think you would be heroes to a lot of people. But I was curious who your heroes were. Okay, we're going to go to the next table. Okay, now I'm at table number 2 with another bunch of beautiful women that are, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. You are knitting a blanket. Well, let me ask you your name.
My name is Georgina Laranjeira.
You're a beautiful woman with a beautiful name and a beautiful blanket.
Thank you.
And you're knitting this for,
For the center, to the nation for the center.
it's beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful blanket.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You're doing great work down
Thank
here.
you.
How long have you been coming down here?
2 years.
2 years.
And I used to work a lot of years at Andover, Senior Center Andover.
Really?
I came from there, and I used to work over there, and we have so many different projects. We did a lot, different things,
So did a lot of projects there too.
different
Yeah.
things.
So do you have any suggestions, more suggestions for them to do here, or do you think they get enough work to do here?
That's nice. Yeah.
That's not enough here.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. I enjoy the company, the people, everything.
How long is this? How long does this group you meet for on Thursdays?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. So you come in at 10 and stay till 11:30. And your I'm sorry, your name?
Lorraine Pocho?
Lorraine Pochio.
Yes.
And Lorraine, you're knitting this beautiful sea green blanket too.
Yes. I
For,
am. For the senior center to be donated.
so when they donate, and I think I spoke to a lady down there who I'm going to head down to, but they donate for raffles. Do they donate for raffle for the senior center? Would it be for another?
No, the raffle is for the senior center to bring more revenue into the center.
And what would they get for the senior center? What would you guys need, or if someone were to ask?
Donated yarn. That's what we would love to have, donated yarn, to make these articles.
So if anybody at home has donated yarn, knows somebody who has yarn, could get yarn, has a contact at the fabric store, could get us yarn, please do that for these ladies who are making all this stuff. I'm going to move up the line. Okay, we're back again, and hi.
Hi, I'm Tina Vera.
Hi, Tina, how are you?
I knit hats.
You knit hats?
Only maybe baby blankets once in a while, but I like small projects
Okay.
because I do a lot of gardening, so I really don't have time to knit very much, so I do small projects, so hats for babies, soldiers, whatever. Whatever Lois tells us to make, that's what we do.
You know, I forgot to mention that they, and I'm probably Lois mentioned this in her piece, that their work is also done for the soldiers, which is extremely important as
Yes, it
well.
is, yes.
I notice an accent, and where would that be from?
From Ireland.
Oh, and it's a beautiful accent.
I've been here forever, but I still have my accent.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. And what great colors. You're mixing a lot of colors here.
Well, I made a hat like this.
Uh-huh.
Then I had yarn left over, so I have to match some color to kind of make stripes probably or something. So we use up the yarn that way.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
And next to me I have,
Phyllis Carangelo.
hi Phyllis, how are
I'm
you?
the Italian of the group.
That's okay. We get, it seems like that's what's so nice too, all different,
I haven't been here for a while because of the weather,
okay.
but I'm back. I started this yesterday. This is my granddaughter. She's getting married.
Oh,
Yeah. And I do what everybody else does, the hats and the scarves. And
so what do you, we better put it down in case she's watching us on TV, but what are you,
No,
what are you gonna
she's
make her?
working.
Okay.
she better be. She has to help with the wedding.
What are you making her? An
I'm
Afghan?
making this Afghan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, this is like an idiot's job. You just keep going around and around and around.
Yeah, but you don't know, there's a lot of us idiots that don't know how to
That's
do
it.
this.
That's all. Yeah, something simple.
It's beautiful, it's
Thank you very
beautiful.
much.
What I didn't ask over here too was, who's your hero?
My grandchildren, because they make me happy.
They make you happy.
Yes.
And I guess that would be a hero. How about you?
I love Tom Brady.
Yeah. I love him too. A hero? Who's your hero?
I don't know exactly.
No heroes?
No.
No heroes. Okay, we're going to move down to the end. I'm here with my friend
Alice Griffin.
Alice Griffin, and I should have known her name was Alice. Alice, that was my mom's name.
Oh,
Yeah, so I have a particular fondness to Alice's.
Oh.
So I know I liked you right from the start.
well, that's nice.
Alice made this beautiful needlepoint, and we were talking about it. I haven't seen needlepoint in a while, but
Well, this is considered embroidery.
embroidery. Really?
Embroidery,
See,
yeah.
there we go. We don't, but it's really beautiful. And what she's going to do is she's going to donate this to, you said, where are you going to donate?
To the center.
Okay, so this is going to be another piece donated to the center for them to raffle.
Yes, and they make money for the center.
Okay.
And all the other things I make doll houses, I make crochet dolls. And that goes to the center. Well, these girls, they donate outside
Okay.
things, so.
But you also said to me this morning that your claim to fame that we see on TV most of the times is which doll?
My little Miss America.
Miss America doll?
No, Miss United States.
And we see her on which TV, Revere TV show?
When Morris is on. He always has it showing right there.
On Morris's show, the Little Revere.
So the little doll, she's about 7-inch doll, and that's crocheted.
Yes, it's beautiful.
she-
Yeah, we see her.
Yeah.
And you also told me this morning that you teach classes. When is your class?
On Friday, 9:30 to 11:30, and that's plastic canvas.
Okay. So you do plastic canvas. Okay. And who, is there somebody who said they teach knitting, or Lois, or is it this the only knitting class? This is the only knitting class. So if there is someone who is interested in coming to this knitting class, again, it is Thursdays from 10 to 11:30 with all these beautiful women. I wish there was another time, because my thought keeps coming in my head that we should have some more younger women who, I mean, this is going to be a lost art, don't you think?
Knitting, I think that's going to go on, but it seems like this is like almost extinct now, because I don't think anyone embroiders anymore.
Yeah, embroidery is tough.
Yeah, but I love doing it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I like the crocheting, and I like the plastic canvas.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, you know, the other thought could be too, maybe you could do something with the high school that they could send some girls down here for classes even, you know, to learn to knit, you know? Maybe we should think about that, because do you remember we used to have the economics classes, the
Yes.
cooking and the sewing, and,
Oh,
you know, you learn that, you know, and now, you know. Okay, let me move over to here. Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome.
I'm over here with Rita.
Rita?
Rita, with
Turner.
Rita Turner, and Rita's telling me a story that she met one of the ladies. She knew her before she came here and then reunited with her. Rita, tell the story.
Oh, well, we used to go in town to Tina's, Tina and Tom. It was a, we used to go every week after work, go in and have our hair done at Tina and Tom's on Tremont Street, right? Winter, yeah. Yes, and we'd go every week and have our hair done.
But where did you work, Rita? Where did you tell me?
A.S. Campbell Defense Plant in East Boston.
Defense plant, and that was during the war.
DeWar, yes, yeah. Yeah, I graduated in '41, and then we went in to do the shell casings for the war and defense.
And you're still making hats for the soldiers now?
Yes, we did, yeah. I did make a couple of hats for the soldiers, too. Yeah.
So it all comes around,
Yes, it does.
doesn't it? Yeah, you
Oh,
meet
I
you
was
meet old friends, and you.
See, this years ago, you know, that's what we did. We used to knit, you know, baby clothes and ski suits and everything else. So I've been knitting a long time.
And people are benefiting from your expertise now, so
Yes.
we really thank you.
You know, we made sweaters and everything, you know, kids' children's clothes. So we had a really good time.
That's great.
Great.
That's great. And I'm also here with.
Iris, Deanna.
Hi, Iris. How are you?
Good, thank you.
You were sitting in the corner so quiet while I'm over here with all these wild women. You're the quiet one.
Well, I'm not too quiet, but just today.
What do you? Just today? Okay. What are you knitting?
In a blanket. I just started the blanket.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of new right here. I've been here for a year. And I've been enjoying very much the ladies, and oh, they're beautiful.
They are beautiful. You're right. I agree with you. They are beautiful. And what they're doing is beautiful too.
Oh, yes.
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 Yes. One last lady thought she had escaped me, but she didn't. This is Lucy.
McGrath.
Lucy McGrath. And Lucy has this beautiful yarn here. And Lucy, what are you making?
I'm making a affinity scarf.
Oh, you are.
Lorraine taught me how to do it, my friend Lorraine.
Lorraine taught you how to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did she pull it out and get mad at you when you did it wrong?
No, I pull it out myself.
And so do you make others for other people?
Yes, I make the hats for the soldiers and blankets for the dogs, the homeless dogs we made, and scarves, you know.
And I have to tell you, when I did bring up the blankets to the animal shelter, they were so thrilled.
Really?
They were so thrilled. That was, out of everything, we had boxes and packages, but the thing that they immediately went to was the blankets.
I made that orangey one, and my sister laughed. She said, "Don't ever make my dog that color." She hated it.
They were all beautiful,
Yeah,
and they loved them. So, I mean, they were very thankful to
Yeah, well,
what you guys.
that's nice. She'll appreciate that, you know.
Yeah. So, who's your hero?
I have everybody's my hero that I met up here, you know.
Met up here.
Yes.
How about you? I told you I wouldn't ask you, but I'm coming back.
You're coming back to me. I'd have to say my children.
Your
Yeah,
children.
my daughter and sons.
Is there any particular reason I ask? I mean, any reason that you say that, and I know because we all love our children, and I know that, but any particular reason you would say you're heroes?
Well, because I know my daughter works very hard, and raising 2 children and working is very tedious, and it's a lot of stress. So I see what she does every day, and I'm proud of her.
Good. That's a great mom.
I know it.
Hey, you know what? I think all our children are our heroes. I mean, I would say that with mine, too. It's a hard time to be growing up and...
It is, it's hard. I don't have children, but if I had them, I wouldn't want them growing up in this day and age.
But you guys are my heroes, and this is how I'm going to end this, Bob, right now, because when I came here 2 weeks ago, I was so impressed with all these ladies, and I think the reason the word hero comes into my mind is there are... the heroes are sitting around here at this table. These women come here for an hour and a half every week and give of their time. They have a talent, and they take their talent and they give to other people. And to me, that's important. It doesn't matter if you're 12, if you're 40, if you're 80. It doesn't matter. If you give back to the community and you do something good, you're a hero. And Lois is one of my biggest heroes.
Lois is
And
a hard worker.
she's a very hard worker, and she's a very kind person, and she's humble. And that's another thing that these women are, very humble. None of them wanted to be on tape today, but they were, and they were great.
I tried to run away, but I didn't work.
For Revere TV, I couldn't be happier to do this today. I'm Debbie Peczka. In conclusion, we'd like to meet Steve Fielding. Well, actually, I'm sure we've all met Steve Fielding, but we'd like to talk to him. Steve, are these women great?
Awesome. They're the most wonderful women you could ever want to meet, and they're very giving, very giving, very talented as well.
They are very talented. Have you joined the knitting group?
No, but they want to make me a skull cap for my head.
Lois, you wanted to say a couple of things about Steve since he's been here.
Yes, I just wanted to say that our new director, Steve Fielding, who will be here 2 years on July 8th, has really made a lot of improvement into the senior center. If we need anything, Steve is there. For many years, when we used to get donations of yarn, we didn't have these beautiful plastic bins that we now have. We used to use old boxes. Minute I went to Steve and said, couldn't we get nice plastic bins to separate the yarn so they'd know the different colors? Steve immediately took me to Walmart. We went together, we bought them. He let me have my choice of what I needed for the group. When I needed the labels that go on the blankets that we showed, he immediately said, Lois, whatever you need to make this group. Steve Fielding has been an absolute asset to the senior center, and we appreciate everything Steve does. Thank you.
Very kind. Thank you, Lois. It's a pleasure to have you here, and you know, it wouldn't work without you. So, you know, you should get some accolades in this, too.
These are two great people working at the Rossetti-Cowan Senior Center, and I'm proud to be able to do this and would love to come back anytime you guys want me because it is so much fun being here. Debbie Peczka for Revere TV.